What's up guys, Chicks there from Chicks Tech Reviews. This is the Sony Xperia 5 II and today we are going to find out, is it good or not? So first of all, the price. You can pick this smartphone up right now for $799 in the UK or around $949 in the US. So build quality, it's made from a metal frame going all the way around with a smooth glass back, finished in black, and you can faintly see the Sony and Xperia logo, and you can see the camera bump and layout. Now, I actually really like this form factor. It's very slim and light, shiny finish, fingerprint magnet for sure, but I absolutely love the design and how this feels in the hands. Now, screen quality, well, you're looking at a 6.1 inch OLED HDR Full HD Plus display with a very high pixel density of 449 and a high 120 Hz refresh rate. And the screen is protected by Gorilla Glass 6. Now the actual screen has an aspect ratio of 21:9. They're calling it CinemaWide Display, and it is a very wide display, and I like it, and it means the phone is more narrow in width and therefore fits in the hands perfectly. So amazingly comfortable form factor, and of course pure quality build by Sony. Now, one thing to mention is Sony decided to keep bezels on the top and the bottom, so you can actually see the camera on the top bezel, and I haven't seen a top bezel on a phone for quite some time now, so Sony decided to go old school with this design. Now, performance wise, you have Qualcomm's Snapdragon 865 Octacore clocked at 2.84 GHz with 8 gigs of LPDDR4 RAM and 128 gigs of internal storage. There is also option to expand with a microSD card up to 1 terabyte. So mind-blowing, top of the range specs, absolute beast in gaming performance. I was playing Call of Duty Mobile on the highest graphical and frame rate settings, and I did experience super smooth gameplay. This phone is actually optimized for this game, and 120 Hz gaming looks superb. Now, another feature to simply blow your mind is the sounds. You have stereo speakers, and they are up-firing speakers, so you've got one along the bottom and one on the top, and they fire upwards. They support Dolby Atmos and high-res audio, but also there is a feature called dynamic vibration, where the phone syncs to the movie you're watching and gives you these vibrations, and the experience becomes very immersive. I've not experienced this on a smartphone before. It seems very similar tech to the PlayStation 5 game controller, which also supports this type of vibration effects. So apart from the incredible sound quality, the dynamic vibration will take your experience to another level. So how are the cameras? Well, you've got triple cameras on the back with a 12 megapixel main wide sensor, a 12 megapixel telephoto, and a 12 megapixel ultra wide. And on the front, you've got an 8 megapixel camera located on a top bezel. Now you can take some great looking photos in any situation, in any lighting. All cameras and sensors produce excellent results. Video capture is also top notch at 4K resolution. The native camera app is very user friendly and will allow you to capture 4K video at a maximum of 30 frames per second. And if you want to shoot 4K 60 or 4K 120 slow-mo, then you have to use the Cine Pro app. And whilst I'm actually okay with this app, for the average consumer, the software might look a little overwhelming or complicated to use. Now, there is also a dedicated camera button on the top, and if you keep it pressed for 2 seconds, the native camera app automatically opens, and you can use the same button to take photos, and if you press it in halfway, you can actually autofocus, just like a real camera. So overall, cameras are impressive. You will absolutely enjoy shooting pictures and videos with this phone. The camera experience is great. Now, a few other things to point out. You have stock Android 10 with blazing fast, ultra smooth 120 Hz refresh. Furthermore, this phone has Bluetooth 5.0, audio jack on top, built-in NFC, Wi-Fi 6, and this phone does support 5G, so it's pretty much future-proof. Battery life is actually very good. The phone will easily last you more than a day with medium to heavy usage, and even when you set the refresh rate to 120 Hz, the battery will still not disappoint you. Furthermore, it supports 21-watt fast charging, and whilst that does not sound very fast in this day and age, you can actually get from 0 to 50% in just 30 minutes. So 30-minute top-up charge can easily last you a whole day. So to sum it up, is the Sony Xperia 5 II good or not? For this phone, I'm going to have to give it a double thumbs up. A premium flagship smartphone which ticks nearly every single box there is. So great display, great build quality, great specifications, powerful performance, great camera setup, great software, IP68 rating, superb sounds and vision, lots of cool technology and features jam-packed into this smartphone. However, there are a few drawbacks that I have to mention. Now, there is no wireless charging. The Cine Pro camera app might be too technical for some people. Both sides of the phone are quite slippery, so definitely need a case to get you started. Unfortunately, you don't get a standard silicone case in the box. Now, another negative is the fingerprint sensor, which is mostly good, but sometimes you will be trying twice. And I think the sensor might be too slim in size, and I have configured my thumb twice, but it is still a little slow and temperamental at times. Especially when you pick the phone up in a rush and you want to unlock it, you're usually going to try twice. Now, the final negative point, this phone has a lot of buttons all on one side. So you've got there, if you can see it, you've got a volume rocker, a power button which doubles up as the fingerprint sensor. You've got a Google Assistant button which I wish was not there, as it gets pressed accidentally quite a few times. And then you have a button which I do actually like, the camera button. So apart from all that, Sony has absolutely hit the nail in the coffin. This one is a near perfect smartphone, and to be honest, after using this as my daily driver for over a week, I absolutely love the display. The CinemaWide Display, the form factor, it's absolutely perfect for me. It's exactly what I always wanted from a smartphone. I have many smartphones lying around which I find too wide for my hand. And then you got something like this, 6.1 inches of pure OLED beauty, 120 Hz. Look how nicely that fits in the hands. Sound quality and dynamic vibration is insanely cool, and even in 120 Hz mode, the battery life is great. I hope you found this video useful, short, informative, and to the point. Let me know your thoughts. Is this the smartphone for you? Meanwhile, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all have a brilliant day. I'll see you guys in the next one.